Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about Kubla Cubed. It is a powerful piece of software that I found for doing takeoffs, especially if you've got any sort of print on a job that you're getting yourself into. You can do takeoffs, you can do volume calculations, you can do all sorts of stuff with this software. And I'm going to be totally honest with you, for the price point, you cannot beat it, and it is very simple, relatively speaking, to all of the other takeoff software options out there. So if you get a chance, check it out. It's called Kubla Cubed, and you can click the link below to grab it. What's going on, guys? Today's Down and Dirty is a continuance of our benching. As you can see, we just got through recording that. We're going to talk about how to slope a trench versus benching a trench. And this is far more straightforward than you would think. So we'll dig ourselves a little trench here. It's going to be very similar to benching. It's just our technique is going to be a little different. As you can tell, this is some pretty hard clay. So for sloping, we're going to do this a little different. We're still going to make our surface pass like we did in benching. And by the way, I just personal preference, unless I'm working in sand or something where I can't get good benches, I always prefer to bench because this is just a little neater technique. Basically, we're going to go over here and we're going to do a light pass and kind of notch this down. And then we're going to bump over about a tooth. And then we're going to make another pass and we're going to go just a little bit deeper. And then we're going to bump over another tooth and we're going to go just a little bit deeper. And then we're going to go over another tooth and we're going to bump down just a little bit deeper. And as you can see, we are naturally creating a slope down into the hole. And it's totally up to you. You don't necessarily have to lose the loose stuff, but you can take your bucket and just very gently rub down the side of that slope. And that's how you get a nice slope going down into the bottom of your trench. And so again, staying OSHA compliant, we're going to ignore the left side of our hole. Obviously, we're getting a little deep there, but assuming that the left side of our hole was sloped the way our right-hand side was, we can go about 4 feet down from the bottom, the toe of our slope, which is right where my right-hand tooth is touching right now is the toe of our slope. We can go 4 feet down right here and we're totally fine because we've got it sloped back. Again, like we talked about in the benching video, depending on the type of material you're in, this may need to be a 1-to-1 slope. You might be able to get away with like a 3-to-1 or a 2-to-1 slope. It just depends on the material you're in. I'm not going to go through that on today's video. But that is essentially how you slope a trench as opposed to benching. And as you can see, this works just as well as benching. There are two things I don't like about sloping. First is it's just neatier. It's not as quick. You know, I can do benches really quick. Sloping, you have to do a bunch of passes, then kind of rub on the edge. That's number one reason. Number two is if something were to go wrong in the hole or just simple access in and out, it's a lot harder to walk up and scramble up a slope than it is to have nice stairs there where you can bump, 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 bump right up the stairs and get out of the hole. And so for those two reasons, I generally avoid sloping trenches, but it is a legitimate way to make trenches safe and you shouldn't shy away from it if it's something you may prefer. So as always, I hope this helps you and we'll catch you on the next Down and Dirty.